All right. Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. I don't know what part of the country you might be in, what part of the world you might be in, or whether you're watching this live on Facebook or perhaps you are catching the replay. But we got my main man, the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, the king of Sting, the Monte Cristo, Mr. Daryl Roberts in the house. He's bringing it today. Good morning, Daryl.
Good morning, Todd. Good morning, everybody out there. I can tell you guys, we are pumped up and excited. We've got a great podcast show training slash that hopefully you're going to be watching this on live today. A lot of good information we're going to be sharing with you. And I guess, Todd told you the tools and all the things about the 4th of July weekend. You can see I'm kind of celebrating that already, but Todd, couldn't be more excited and happier to be here this time and ready to rock and roll, buddy.
Yeah, boy, and happy 4th of July to you and Maria. Happy 4th of July to, again, I know we have an international audience here, but to me, the 4th of July is not just in America. It's the day we celebrate the birth of our country here in America, but obviously America has been the beacon of, freedom, the beacon of capitalism, the beacon of liberty for many countries all over the world. So it's kind of a international celebration of, what it really represents, which is independence and freedom. And when you think about Independence Day, you think about freedom, you think about the birth of our country back when they signed the Declaration of Independence back in 1776, right? July the 4th. I want you to think about what these gentlemen were actually doing because they had a lot to lose, right? I mean, if they did not succeed, when the moment they signed this declaration, they were treasonists, right? It was treason against against obviously the United Kingdom, right? And they were going to face public hanging. And so 56 different people signed the Declaration of Independence. Now, who were these men? Ben Franklin was the only one that was old, okay? 18 of them were under the age of 40. 3 were in their 20s. Of the 56, almost half, 24 were judges and lawyers, 11 were merchants, 9 were landowners and farmers, and the remaining 12 were doctors, ministers, and politicians. And with only a few exceptions, such as Samuel Adams of Massachusetts, these were men of substantial property. All but 2 had families. The vast majority of the men of education and standing in their communities. They had economic security, as few men had back in the 18th century. Each had more to lose from the revolution than they had to gain by it. John Hancock, by the way, in fact, you might find this interesting, Daryl. One of the reasons to this day that we call it John Hancock, put your John Hancock here, when he signed the Declaration of Independence, he signed it so big that His Majesty would not have to put on his glasses to read the signature. And so he wanted to make sure the king could see his name, even without his glasses, on the Declaration of Independence. There was a bounty out on his head. And so again, each of these individuals put it all on the line. They had to sacrifice in a big, big, big way to give us what we have today. But that comes back to the law of sacrifice. You have to give up to go up. The true nature of leadership is sacrifice. And when you become a leader, you lose the right to think about yourself. And so clearly these men were not thinking about themselves. They were already wealthy. They were young. They had families. They had every reason in the world to just kind of get along and, that's just the king, you know what I mean? But instead they put it all on the line, which gave birth to what some consider to be one of the greatest experiments ever created, this thing we call democracy. It's imperfect as it is, right? 50, little, incubators, 50 little states have come together and practicing their own form of it to, give us what we call today the United States of America, which is the richest country in the world. And so again, but they had to give up in order for that to happen. And I want you to realize that we talk about the Statue of Liberty. We celebrate the Statue of Liberty on the 4th of July weekend. And we know what the Statue of Liberty represents, the independence, the freedom. But the Statue of Liberty is just another pretty statue, unless you are debt-free, job-free, financially free, and time-free, right? It's just a statue. And so for a lot of us, you want to take the real meaning of what that represented and get the freedom that comes from it. We happen to be at the halfway point, by the way. That started yesterday. So 6 months are now officially behind us, and 6 months now lie in front of us. And so a lot of us, January 1, we're making the New Year's resolutions and New Year's goals. It doesn't matter whether you've done good or bad. At the beginning of every month, this is a time to reset. In fact, I'm not a big fan of New Year's resolutions. Why? Because it only comes once a year, and you should be setting goals throughout the year. You should be setting goals throughout the week, setting goals throughout the day, right? I mean, every day is a brand new day. We should have a goal. Here's the things I want to accomplish today. But obviously, at the beginning of a month or at the beginning of a halfway point is another time to kind of reset the clock. A lot of you are going to be celebrating the 4th of July this weekend. So you have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, when you're maybe kind of in holiday mode, celebrating with the hot dogs, the hamburgers, and maybe your favorite beverage, right? Well, it's also a time, I'm going to ask you, to just spend a little time reflecting on what's happened so far this year and get together with your spouse, your significant other, and say, man, where do we want to go the rest of the year? And, there's basically 10 different goal areas: faith, family, friends, finance, travel, health, social, spiritual, career, personal development, self-development. But I mean, just do some dreaming and don't just, dream out loud. Take the time to write it down. Take the time to do a picture board, right? I mean, go get some cardboard, right? And get some magazines and cut out the pictures that represent the things that you have on your list. And by the way, this is biblical. And Jehovah answered me and said, write the vision down and make it plain upon the tablets, right? That's straight out of the Bible. So again, we're at that halfway point, make that vision board. And I just want to cover two things. I want to get this over to Daryl because we got some brand new tools, but only two things are going to keep you from growing here at Trevorian. Okay. One, okay. You're a secret agent. Nobody even knows you have a business. You are not in the Secret Service, right? A closed mouth does not get fed. You have to invite 3 to 5 people per day to see our video. What video? Daryl's about to show that to you here in 2 seconds. All right. Got a brand new video, brand new tool, but you are not in the Secret Service. So one thing that's holding you back is that you're a secret agent. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, Todd, I'm not a secret agent. I'm out there talking to everybody. That's the second thing. You have a disease called verbal vomit. Okay. There's a treatment for it. It's called duct tape and doing three-way calls. Now, I'm telling you, early in my career, I went flat broke, and some of you don't know the story. And one of the best things that ever helped me succeed was learning to and let Daryl do the presentation from here on, right? So you're going to learn that duct tape is one of the secrets to this business. Your job is to ask them a question and then have them watch a video and then get them on the phone with somebody else. And if you're not doing that, right, your business will grow in direct proportion to the number of three-way calls, number of three-way communications you're doing. Now, in today's world, we can do three-way messenger chat. We can do three-way texts. We can do three-way phone calls. We can get on Zooms where we got a lot of people talking. There's a lot of ways today to conduct that third-party communication, but you cannot be a prophet in your own land. And again, your business will grow in direct proportion to the number of three-way communications you have with prospects. In fact, Daryl and I were talking about creating this kind of a challenge where, I want to challenge all of you in the next month to do 25 different three-ways. You're not even really a networker until you've done, 25 different three-ways. In fact, I was telling Daryl the story that I have a lady in my business. I mean, she is articulate. She is young. She is energetic. She works, she has a very professional career. And I'm not picking on her because this is countless people. I hear this story all the time. And when I first met her, I'm like, have you done networking? Yeah, I've done 2 other companies. How did you do? I didn't do very well. It's just, I go, that's crazy. I mean, you have the skill set to be a rock star in this business, right? So she's in the company, she signed up, and guess how she's doing? Well, me and Ryan are kind of building a leg down below her. So she's got this huge leg that's growing, but nobody on the other side. And so I actually sent her a script, said, hey, just send this out and just get them on the phone with me. So she sent the script out, right? And then she goes, okay, somebody reply back. What do I do? Well, let's set up a call. And she goes, well, I got to be honest. This is my 3rd company, but I've never done a 3-way phone call before. And I'm like, wow, this is your 3rd company and you've never done a 3-way phone call before, meaning the first 2 didn't even count. You've never been in network marketing if you've not done 3-way phone calls. And it's not a single phone call. It's doing multiple 3-way phone calls, multiple 3-way messenger chats, multiple 3-way texts. You're not even in the game until you begin to do that. And I cannot emphasize that enough. I hear people, well, I know you and Daryl and you guys are busy. I mean, that is the biggest bunch of bull hogwash over in my life, right? I mean, you got to get that out of your head. That is not your problem. Your job is to show a video and get them on the phone with somebody else. Now, what video do you want to show them? Well, we got a brand new video. In fact, the great thing about this video is you don't just have to take our word for it. It features NBC, right? NBC investigative reports front and center telling people you're getting ripped off. And so my man Daryl and this Maria put this video together. Absolutely incredible. We got a website that you, and an address you can hand out right now and get it to people. But hey, Daryl, by the way, happy 4th of July weekend. I want to send it over to you, and thank you for all that you do.
Hey, well, thank you, Todd. It's our pleasure, man. We want $1 billion company, and we definitely want to do our part. But I just wanted, before we even go there, you said a lot of amazing things that we could finish this, and if people just ponder the thoughts that you just spoke about, the lives would literally change. There's no question about it. But why do people not do consistently the peak, pass, and flood? Why do they not do that? Show a video, send out a simple text, and there's multiple texts. You've got one that I just love that we're going to be hopefully showing a little bit later today that people can actually use. And it's a myriad of them. There's not that tough. It's as simple as, are you going to travel sometime in the next 12 months? Or some of the new things that you can hopefully show today. And then they give you a yes, you send them a video of your choice, this one, the 10-minute version, the company one that Todd has done, tavorium.com/presentation, or any of the videos that you like. And then you do a 3-way call. That is the recipe that I've used for 30 years, that Todd's used for almost 30 years, and Maria and all successful people. And it seems that people have a stumbling block. So my whole goal is to figure out why does people can't send the text out. You don't even have to call anymore. You can send the text, ask the simple question. Then I found a company that has a product that is literally changing the way people travel. Never seen prices like that. And then you send them the video, and then you do the 3-way. Is there anything that Todd, before we go into the video, why that is so difficult to not be consistently doing that? I don't get it. When I first was told to do that 30 years ago, I broke my neck doing it because that was the formula for success. And if I could repeat it more times than most, I would end up in a good situation.
Yeah, and I don't want to get deep into psychology, but to answer your question, and this kind of came from a mentor of mine in the early days, he said, this business is so simple, it's hard. Again, it's so simple, it's hard. And most people, even though they could do just a few simple things that could lead to this incredible thing, for some reason, they self-sabotage, they look for a way, because they don't expect good things to happen to them. Well, those kind of things don't happen for people like me or for my family. They just don't expect things to turn out in such a way that they almost sabotage themselves into getting the result that they've been thinking about, right? Which goes back to why we preach it all the time about reading the books, listening to the audios, kind of reprogramming the mind so that you start having a higher level of expectation, a higher level of what you expect to have, to come out. But I think sometimes it's just kind of reprogramming and getting people to, number one, believe that they can be successful. And then 2, get out of your own way and just do the simple steps and do the 3-way calls and then get the result.
Well, Todd, and you said reprogramming your mind, guys. I've got something for you as far as reprogramming your mind, and it's going to blow you away here in just a minute. If you are willing to change your mind, it's really going to help you. But before we do that, guys, this video has been a big hit. There's been lots of people doing it. Todd and I talked about this yesterday, is that we want to have, by the end of this year, have this video seen by 1 million people. And we can all do that. Just think about the numbers. There's 1,000 people each showing the video, 10 different times. Guys, there's some serious numbers we can actually come up with. And because it's as short as it actually is, and it tells a pretty succinct story, it could be better, no question about it. And I'm sure we'll get to that point as well. But we want to show this 1 million times between now and the end of the year. So how many of you on Facebook or on live with us, will be participating in that? Write that down. We want to get this video to 1 million times, and you want your group to make sure it's 100,000 times shown within your own organization, which means your business is growing. But here's the video. Check it out.
There's a big secret in the travel industry that costs you extra money every time you book travel. If you've ever booked travel using Orbitz, Expedia, Priceline, Trivago, or one of the others, you're overpaying every time you use them. You're going to want to see this and learn how you can benefit from this knowledge.
You go to online travel sites and scour them looking for the best hotel deal. You may be actually wasting your time.
I've used Expedia, Trivago, there's Booking.com.
Always looking for a bargain. I like to see the red numbers that make you think like you're getting a good deal.
But that may not be the case.
Almost all those sites are owned by one of two companies.
According to the nonprofit Consumer's Checkbook, Expedia and Booking Holdings owns 95% of third-party booking sites. That means shopping around may be a waste of time, and Checkbook says calling the hotel directly won't land you a better deal. They're hesitant to undercut the booking sites.
From today on, you're aware of the big secret. In a few seconds, we'll learn how you can book your travel without the markups and fees and save up to 70% off. When you use those online sites, it's like choosing to use a typewriter instead of a computer, or mailing a letter when you could send a text, which is clearly faster and more cost-effective. Our company has been helping people travel more, travel better, and travel for less for over a decade. That's not just a saying, it's a fact. Our company is responsible for thousands of families creating memories that will last a lifetime. Our travel membership allows consumers to book travel without any fees or markups of any kind, saving our members up to 70% off the published retail prices and allowing members to travel more for less. Using the same dates and room type, let's show you our price versus their price. Our price at the Conrad Hotel at Resorts World in Las Vegas, August 10th through the 14th, 2022 is $421. Their price, $1,010. You save $589 booking on our site. Our price at the Waikiki Beachcomber Hotel in Hawaii, August 3rd to 10th, 2022 is $1,908. Their price, $3,174. You save $1,266 by booking on our site. Our price at the Virgin Hotel and Resort in Las Vegas, July 15th through the 17th, 2022 is only $214. Their price, $465. You save $251 booking on our site. There are over 1 million hotels and resorts to choose from domestically and internationally to book 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We even have more hotel and resort savings with our getaways, incentive trips, and our world tours. You can continue to overpay for your travel and use companies that try to confuse you and charge you more. Or you can get back in touch with us, fix this problem, and save money every time you travel, starting today.
Wow. Unbelievable. Todd,
Yeah. I was gonna say, to borrow a word from you, unbelievable. That's absolutely incredible, Daryl. I mean, again, thank you so much, you and Maria, for putting that together. I mean, I'm reading all the comments from people on both Facebook and right here on our Zoom. People have already been sending it out, getting results. I mean, people are excited. I mean, again, how often you get to send out a tool where NBC News is practically selling your company for you?
it's pretty amazing. And again, the response has been great, but it's something to be better when it's used to bring in thousands of more reps and partners and memberships to our amazing company. And that's what it's all about, is to helping do our part to continue to help people grow and making it easier to help their businesses grow. If you guys want to grab that video, it's at bigtravelsecret.com. 3 words, bigtravelsecret.com. Those of you guys that are on Facebook, somebody can write that in. Bigtravelsecret.com, and it's 3 minutes and 20 seconds. You can actually get online with a person and show them while you're on the phone with them, because it's not 10 minutes, it's not 15 minutes, it's 3 minutes. So you can text them and they say yes. You can actually just hang out on the line with them and then call one of the leaders to do a 3-way call. And I'll reference this one more time. It's not just getting one person on the line. If you can tell story after story after story after story, let them hear story after story, it makes all the difference in the world. Todd shared with you last week that he was at the office a week ago, and he had different people that were there. And he was just handing the phone to each person. They were saying hi, telling their travel story, telling their success story. And after 5 or 6 of those type of stories, back on the phone with the individual, send me a link. I'm ready to sign up. And again, I don't know where the disconnect is with that, but Todd, again, hopefully this makes it so much easier.
Yeah, and it can't really be that simple. And for those of you who know the story, I mean, I had a prospect, and this is actually some time ago, but the prospect called me, it was Wendy, and we had the group there, and I just, I didn't want to miss my prospect, but I had a group of people with me. And so I answered the phone. Hey, Wendy, how are you? Hey, Todd, I'm looking at this business. And again, as Gerald just mentioned, I handed the phone to the group I had there at the home office and went around the horn, and, they were all, oh my gosh, this is great. They just shared their excitement. By the time the phone got back to me, hey, send me your sign up link. Okay. I mean, that's how tough this stuff is, right? So again, it's so simple. It's hard, but again, an incredible tool that you guys rolled out there, Daryl. I see the people. Thank you, Alicia. She just put it here on the Facebook page. I know that Sasha Roberts just put it here on the Zoom page. So you guys go get the link right there. I've already sent it out to 200 plus people, yeah. Daryl. I got more people I'm sending it out to today. Because every time we roll out a brand new tool, keep in mind, this is another reason to go back to anybody and everybody that you've ever talked to, right? I mean, you might have talked to them a year ago, 2 years ago. It doesn't matter. We got a brand new tool. And because we have a brand new tool, and if I was going to send that video out, I would send out, oh my gosh, check out our brand new video. NBC News is even now telling people what an incredible deal we have. I mean, I would put something like, I would put NBC right in the top.
Back up. Say that one more time. People need to write that note down. NBC is telling us we have such an amazing tool. However you said it, I need to get it as well.
Yeah. So I would send that out. Like I say, oh my gosh, you have to see the brand new video. You check out our brand new video. Even NBC News is now telling people what an incredible deal this is. And so, I mean, you get that NBC News in the text with the link, and that's a curiosity thing, right? Even NBC News is telling people, this information, right? And so when you send out that link, by getting the NBC News in your subject when you're texting, that's going to cause even more like, man, NBC News, really? They click on it. That's all you want is someone to watch the video. Get yourself married to the process, divorce yourself from the results. We're not, we're in the sorting business looking for people who are looking. We're not worried about the ones like, man, I'm not excited. Nah. We're looking at the ones like, wow, this is incredible. Hey, John, Bob, Sally, let's have a conversation about this, right? And again, I've been going through into every single person I have talked to. I did over 200 yesterday. I'll be doing over 200 today. I'll be doing over 200 again tomorrow. Anyone that I've talked to in the last 5 years is getting that video, not next month, right? Now I'm text, right? And so, and by the way, the company's running a brand new contest right now. We'll get that flyer up here in a moment, but the company's running a contest again for first, second, third. They've not even officially announced it, I don't think. I've seen the flyer. I don't know if it's in the back office. I know that Mr. David Hart will be talking about it, but anyway, but we got a brand new contest coming out. We got the training coming up at the end of the month. By the way, for all of you that are on here, I just want to get this little plug and come back to you, Daryl. The company always runs a promotion at these events. So when we're in New Orleans, if you are not at that event in New Orleans on July 23rd, you are going to be crying in your Wheaties on July 24th because there is a promotion that's going to happen for only people who are there. And it is not a little promotion. It's not a contest, right? This is not, whoever makes the most sales. No, this is everything that happens in your business. They're going to pay you a lot more money for it, right? And so again, just kind of like I'm the best leak in the business. I'm telling you, the company's going to run an incredible promotion. If you've not planned to go there, the promotion alone will pay for your almost your trip to get there, right? I mean, so get there. It's going to be an incredible training. You're going to walk out of there. You're going to be on fire. Your business is going to explode. The company's going to pay you a lot more money on the same activity, and so you don't want to miss that. But Daryl, again, great video, great tool. I know you got 4 things that'll change your life slide going on here. I want to go back to you.
Well, hey, real quick, guys, on this, and I'm going to show this beautiful slide. So I'm going to get out of here on the picture so people can see the slide Maria made. But the one key thing, Todd, here, this is about we've got a master class we're doing with a group of people later day / mastermind group. So a master class / mastermind. So this was actually for that group today, but we decided to, the slides look so pretty. I decided to just, we'll give a little taste to everybody because this is something we can all use, and it will definitely help for those of you that aren't doing 3 ways, aren't being consistent, aren't living the life that you want to live, not being in the life that you want. And these 4 things will definitely change your life. There's no question about it. So if you take notes on this, you better be ready, because this is a game changer. These are 4 things that can make a big difference. Number 1 is very, very simple. It is number 1 is focus visualization. Guys, this is something that I've done my entire life, even before I knew anything about Think and Grow Rich, or even before I knew about Les Brown or Anthony Robbins or any of these guys or ladies that are out there that teach you, visualization. You need to spend 5 to 10 minutes a day, guys, 5 to 10 minutes a day visualizing what it is that you want in vivid detail. You must incorporate all of your senses into this visualization. What do you feel? What do you see? What do you hear? What do you taste? What do you actually smell? Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between real and imagination. So use it to your advantage. It may be a struggle in the beginning, but in a short time, after 2 or 3 days, after 2 or 3 weeks, you can get really good at this, and this will make a huge difference in your life. Number 2, act as if you want to manifest a new car. Go take a test drive. If you want a new home, go to some open houses or walk around the neighborhood that you want to live. You need to find a way to send a message to your subconscious mind that you want what is already happening. It's literally already happening for you. Number 3 is scripting in the past tense. This is an amazing, because writing something down is a form of manifestation. I learned that a long time ago. It is a powerful way to communicate with your self-conscious. If you want to take it to the next level, all you have to do is write it down as if it has already happened. I do this every day. This could be actually like in a journal, it could be in a diary entry, into the day that is the best day in the life for you, where you express happiness and gratitude for what's already happened to you. Just, hey, I just want to thank you for whatever it is that you're longing for, and see it already happening, see you're already experiencing. Whatever you want, write it down in detail as if it's already happened, and your subconscious mind will definitely believe you, and you've got to be consistent. Number 4, change your language. Guys, this is the biggest thing and the biggest one of all. Stop talking about what you don't want or why it will never happen. Stop fighting for your limitations. Your subconscious is listening to everything that you say. Start affirming your good fortune and telling the story of your success. Even if you don't understand totally yet, if you talk about it enough, your brain will have no choice but to get on board. Just get it done. In other words, just do it. So guys, those are 4 things that I want you to get back on this video and go through these things, and that make a huge difference in your life. This is what I do every single day, and I've been doing it for years. And again, in the beginning, it may feel odd. It may feel a little bit, out there in left field. But if you get to doing this, it definitely can make a huge difference. And guys, let me give you a Jedi mind trick. Here's another. I just call it the Jedi mind trick. It's just because of your mind is so important, and so many people don't understand the value of it. But if I told you you're only 270 no's, or showing the 3-minute video away from enrolling enough people, that 23 months later, you'd be an ambassador earning a 6-figure residual income a year, how excited would you be to get your first no, to show your first 3-minute video? How fast would you want to get your second no, show the new 3-minute video the second time? Would you continue to go? Would you be consistent and disciplined with a smile on your face and love in your heart? No one could stop you, because you knew you were going to win if you just kept going. There's only so many no's or showing the 3-minute video between you and anything that you want. This is the attitude you must have, and you must exert over and over and over until you win. We call that our Jedi mind trick. And the last slide I want to show with you, because here's where it all begins, is that without a decision, you will never start. Without discipline, you won't continue. But more importantly, without consistency, you will never finish. So guys, those are some things we're going over with our masterclass and with Think and Grow Rich, and things that we're putting together for a group of people that we're working with. It's just amazing the simplicity of how you can learn how to control your own mind. If you learn how to control this, there's not one thing that you cannot do. And that's been the biggest thing for me, because what we actually do, we show a 3-minute video. Before we do that, we ask somebody to, are they going to be traveling in the next 12 months, 24 months? That's not hard to do. Then they say, yes, hey, you got to take a look at this 3-minute video. What NBC is telling us that our company is on the right track and that we're doing the exact right thing. That's coming from NBC News. You got to see that. And then boom, let me get you on the phone with my partner that's working with me. That is one of the most successful people in the company. And he'll also work with you to answer some of your questions. Those things are not hard to do. They may be uncomfortable in the beginning, but they're not hard to do. The biggest challenge that I had back in the day, and I figured it out quickly, was the things that I'm talking to you about, visualizing, realizing that I do deserve, greatness. I do deserve success. I do deserve all the good things in life. I had to change my limiting beliefs. I had to realize that, hey, I could be great. I could speak well. I could learn anything that I needed to learn to be successful. I could teach a group of people how to be successful and duplicate that and earn hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, teaching a simple concept. So these are the most important things for me, to learn this first, because if we can get this done first, then the rest of the stuff is going to be easy. So that's why we push Think and Grow Rich. That's why we push all the books that Todd and I talk about on a weekly basis. But Todd, just wanted to throw that out there today. Because of our class, we're going to be doing a little bit later today, but that's one of the critical things, and I hope it helps everybody.
No, I love the Jedi mind trick. Again, it's about reprogramming the mind, guys. It's from the Bible, Romans 12:2. You have to, the renewing of the mind. Transformation begins by changing the way you think. That's the word according to God, not taught, right? Transformation begins by changing the way you think. That's what Daryl's talking about with the visualization exercises, with writing things, changing your language patterns. Because again, a lot of people are just sabotaging themselves. You can hear it in their language. You may not be able to hear it, but again, you just take the mental steps, right? To do the goals, do the visualization, do the picture board, the visualization board, right? The vision board, and then you do the steps to do the things Daryl's talking about, and you begin to change your own language pattern, change the way you think, change the expectation, reprogram the subconscious mind, and start looking for success instead of looking for reasons why it won't work or won't happen for you, or good things never come my way. There's even some people I know that they always expect to get a front row parking spot. And they a lot of times do, not every time, but a lot of times they do. And there's other people, well, no, that'll never happen for me. I'm not one of those people. And they just kind of automatically go to the back row, even though there was a spot right there on the front row. And so again, even something simple like that, you can kind of begin to change what you expect. You don't always get what you want, but a lot of times you get what you expect. And you have to start changing that inside of here, which is huge. By the way, I wanted to, if we got a moment here, Daryl, I want to take this out to, I think we're in Thailand. So I want to go to our buddy, Danny Seguinal. Who knows where he's at? He's been in London and the Maldives. He could be in Sri Lanka. He might be in Singapore. I'm not even sure where he's at or what time it is, but we're always happy to talk to him. Mr. Danny Bling Bling. Happy Independence Day. I know Canada's having their day. Was it yesterday?
Yes, July 1st. July 1st was Canada.
Yes, happy Independence Day to you, July 1st. Happy Independence Day to us, July 4th. But where are you at?
I'm still in the Maldives, man. I can't seem to get away from this place.
Unbelievable.
There's something about the air. I don't know, but on July 4th, I'll be heading towards Bangkok. So
Okay.
So I'm staying tonight and tomorrow, and then I leave. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But no, I mean, it's nice. I'm really, it's funny because I'm really taking it in. I'm really like, I'm in a different mental state right now in my business. I'm like really taking it in, and I'm like, am I really all the way like 12 hours away from you guys? And, you know, like 9 hours difference from my mom. Every time I talk to my mom, like right now, I just talked to her like 30 minutes ago, and it's like 9 a.m. It's like, where am I? Right? Where am I? But that's thanks to Royal. I mean, just blessing. Like I don't take it for granted. Like, I mean, who knows if Sarah would have, when he called me and said, "Hey, Dave, this is what the company's doing." What if I would have said, "Yeah, you know what? Let me just save a couple of hundreds here and there on the travel side, and you know, I'm good. I'm good, right?" Because a lot of people, you reach out to them, and they don't know what they need until they need it, right? I think that's the biggest thing. They don't know, and for us, sometimes it's hard when we talk to prospect and we say, "Hey, listen, don't you think an extra 400 or 1,500 would be good for you?" No, you know what? My house is not on fire yet, so I think I'm good. I think I'm good. But I've actually had a friend send me a message this a couple of days ago. She was, "Danny, I feel really, really like embarrassed, but like I don't feel like applying for a credit card or anything like that. But do you think you could lend me $800?" And my first response in my head was like, "Why? Like 800? I mean, I could easily give you 800." But then I was like, "Wait a minute. Didn't I talk to you about making $800 a week, $800? Like, didn't I talk about making money so that you never have to borrow money again?" I mean, I remember telling this person, "Listen, I can help you make an extra 1,500 US a month every single month. Would that be something you might be interested in?" "Nah, I think I'm good. You know, my house is not on fire. You know, I don't see why." But today, your car is breaking down. You need 800, and now you're stressing. Now you're stressing for $800. I mean, what is $800 when you really think about it? Especially what we do, right? We get paid very well. But she could have started a year ago with me or 2 years ago with me, and she could be making the same money my ambassadors are making right now. And it's crazy. And I think for us as partners, that's the part where we have to understand, like maybe some people don't get it right away, but it doesn't mean that we need to stop and talk to more people because, you know, everybody has, there's an expression in French. It says, tout le monde voit midi à sa porte or something like that. Everybody sees noon at their own time, right? Like it's noon for me might not be noon for you or something like that. So, like Todd, when you said earlier, I'm going to send this video to every single person, even I've talked to them before. But that's because maybe the house is on fire right now. Because maybe last time you talked to them, they were good. They were good. They were just like, "Hey, life is good. I go to work. I do my routine, you know." But now all of a sudden, it's like you send them this message. You're like, "You know what, Todd? I don't know why. Like, I got your message today, but I needed this. I need this. Like, I need to look at this now, right?" So for us as partners, if someone says they're good, you know, they might be good for that moment, but that doesn't mean they'll be good tomorrow. So we constantly have to let them know, "Hey, I'm still here, by the way. Hey, I'm still here, by the way." And when we have a brand new video like Daryl just sent, that gives us that excuse because we have that fear too. Like, "Oh, I feel like calling Carol again, but what am I gonna tell her? Like, you still got too much money for me? You're still allergic to money? You still don't plan to travel? I don't want to bother her." But when you have a brand new video, it's like, "Hey, Carol, how you been? Guess what? Hey, listen, I want to bother you, but there's this new video, right, that just came out. I just want to show it to you. I know you're rich. I know your life is perfect, but can you look at the video and give me your feedback?" Right? That's the key thing. Can you look at this video and give me your feedback? And I feel like I can give you my feedback. I mean, you're not asking me to buy anything. So Carol will look at the video and she might be like, "You know what? We were kind of thinking of traveling, or maybe, you know what? Like, man, this gas price is kicking my butt." Right? This gas price is kicking my butt right now. So, and that's our business. And another part with it too is the fact that we're doing follow-up, right? The follow-up doesn't have to be something like you do a follow-up and it takes you hours. I mean, if you message 200 people in a day, you obviously then spoke to them 30 minutes each. You ain't got time to do that. Like, the question is simple. Do you plan to travel next 24 months? Do you need money? Yes or no? Because I gotta go.
Hey, Danny, I want you to train on that again. So I got to write that question. What's that question? I want you to train on that. How's that go again?
You know, like we keep on saying that, right? Like, do you plan to travel next 24 months? Yes or no? Are you allergic to money? Yes or no? But the sooner we get that done, and like Daryl mentioned, like I mean, when you talk to people and you say that, you gotta think about how many no's you're gonna collect. There's so many ways to look at it, but at the end of the day, you cannot go to bed without. I mean, we have 24 hours, so let's break it down real quick for these people. How many hours do you sleep, Todd? I know you don't. I know you count money throughout your sleep. So how many hours do you sleep?
I usually sleep 6 to 7 hours.
6 or 7 hours. Okay, Daryl, how many hours do you sleep?
About the same.
6 or 7 hours. Okay, so for the people that are professional like us, they probably sleep 8. Right? They probably sleep a little bit longer because they're dreaming longer. Us, we live our dreams. We have to wake up and spend our money. But the people that sleep longer to dream about money, so they sleep 8 hours. So you take out 8 hours at 24. What do we got here? Someone got 8. So what? We got 14. How many hours we got left? 24 minus 8.
What's that?
24 minus 8.
16.
16 hours. Okay, we got 16 hours. Now, the people that are not like us, right? So they got jobs. So that's another 8 hours. Minimum 8 hours. So we take out another 8 hours. So now we got what 8 hours left?
8 hours left.
Okay, so 8 hours left. They eat at least twice a day for an hour. The lunch maybe 30 minutes, breakfast 30 minutes, that's an hour, plus the dinner an hour. So let's say 2 hours. So now they got 6. So what do they do with that other 6? 6 hours. What do they do with that 6 hours every single day? And they say they can't. How long does it take you, Todd, to send 200 messages?
How long does it take you to what?
When you send out 200 messages, how long does it take you?
Oh, probably 30, 40 minutes.
Yo, Daryl, when you send out messages, how long does it take you?
It's when you copy and pasting like that. If you got a message that's going out to everybody, it's just copy, paste, copy, paste. You can do 10, 20 messages in, 5, 10 minutes.
And keep them on Facebook. If you got a message, right? Then on Facebook, you got the list there, or like you can hit the forward, and sometimes you just go like boom, 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 right? You can kind of go down the list here, and be careful, people. Don't go to Facebook jail, right? And so make sure you're contacting people that you actually know and people that take your messages, that kind of thing, right? But I mean, you can get out a ton of messages in a very short period of time.
Yeah. So Facebook jail, as long as you're friends with them, you don't go in Facebook jail. If you're not friends with them, 50 per day, 25 in the morning, 25 afternoon. But so within an hour, if you only give an hour, but you turn off everything around you. You go in your bedroom and say, listen, I'm busy for 1 hour. You could send so many messages within that hour. But yet people are still struggling just to do that. So I don't know what we need to tell them, how they need to plan, maybe put an alarm on their phone or whatever it is. But imagine if everybody put that 1 serious hour and send out 200 messages. Then when you calculate how many partners you have times 200 messages per partner, that's crazy. The million views that Daryl just talked about is nothing. It's nothing. There's 7 billion people on this planet. People just connect. They watch the Zoom like we're watching right now. They watch this. They'll spend an hour with us because we did the call. Remember a couple of weeks ago when we were in I was in Punta Cana? We did a live training for about 2 hours. Everybody was still connected from beginning to the end. People can work. They can focus for an hour or two. They can. But yet, when they get off the Zoom, and say, go work for an hour right now. It's like, I don't know about all that.
So Danny, I just did the math for you real quick. You only need 5,000 people to go out and do what I did yesterday, and we hit 1 million views.
Boom.
Boom. Done. Right?
Boom.
Done.
Boom. It's simple. It's just, I bet you we could find a guy. I'm going to say Indonesia because I know that's where I'm heading. We'll find someone in Indonesia for 8-hour shift. He'd be like, just give me the list. I'll just send the message. I'll do it for 8 hours straight. Right? I'll do it for 8 hours straight. He'll say, listen, give me $50 US. And I'll send many messages. Right? I'll be like this. Especially if you tell them, listen, out of all the messages you send, you know what? You only need 375 platinums in your ambassador. Excuse me? 375 platinum in ambassador. That's it. That's it, bro. That's it. 5,000 plus per month with 375 people. You like that? You like that plan? Yes? Okay, how quickly can you get 375? They be running. Every single person watching this live right now, you are 375 people person away, okay, to be an ambassador. 375, not 500, not 1,000, 375. How many people are watching the live right now? You got more than 375 friends on Facebook. Nobody has less than 375 friends on Facebook. Nobody. And yet, no one here is saying, let me go get 375 ASAP, like within the next 30 days. We should be clocking, we should be building ambassador in 30 days, not in 3 months, not in 6 months, a year, in 30 days. That's how we should be doing it. Oh, that's the call plan. Look at the screen.
I put that up because you were talking, Danny, about numbers, and some people say, well, what does that mean financially to have 375? And this is a brand new graph we have that any one of you can text to somebody, send via Facebook Messenger, right? And you can just go down to the chart. Okay, ambassador, okay, 188 left, 188 right. Residual income, 7,340. And if I can get just 40 of those, I want to go on vacation now packages happening somewhere between my 376 people, that takes my check to $20,000 for the month. And so, Dan, as you were talking about, I just put it up here. So as you're talking about the numbers, people can see what that means financially.
And guys, that's just ridiculous. It is flat out ridiculous. The way Dan even said it, just 376 people and you're an ambassador. What does that mean? Well, you already know all the extra perks that come with that. And then if you just add a few more of those other things to it, I want to go on vacation now. Guys, being in the industry over 30 years, that is ridiculous. If you knew what it felt like to have residual income, guys, you'd run through a wall or you'd be in a hurry to get there. And that's the thing we need to talk about. Create a sense of urgency. Todd sending out 200. I sent about 100 plus yesterday, and we're doing that today, and plus some other social media type things as well. But think about it. You need to be in a hurry to get through those numbers, because if you had a certain number of no's or a certain number of videos that you can show that you knew you were going to be an ambassador, what would happen with that very first no? You'd be in a hurry to actually get it. So again, over the years, there's nothing out there close to these numbers. And now this chart right here, you can sit down with somebody and say, where do you want to go? 63 people left, 63 people right. Look at what your income is, $2,500. You get 30 of those out there. That's over $5,000 a month if you continue to 30 each and every month. And as the team grows, it's going to be easier to do that. Guys, that is something that I've never seen. 126 people, you can earn anywhere from $2,500 to $5,000 every single month. It's just ridiculous what we have compared to other people out there. But most people don't have the sense of urgency. Well, I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes, and tomorrow always turns into today. And I didn't say I was going to do it today. I was going to do it in tomorrow. So there's no better opportunity than to get started right now, no matter what happens, how many people says no. You're only so many no's away between anything and everything that you want. So get through those to get to the point that you can get to the other side and you can get to the Maldives.
Yeah, and a couple things, by the way, Joe, because you're talking about, again, Daryl's been in the industry 30 years. I've been in the industry 27 years. I got my buddy Ryan on here, been in the industry 30 plus years. These guys are, 7-figure earners. Guys, when Daryl says there's never, ever, ever been anything like this, it's 100% fact. Never in the history of our industry, ever, have you been able to go out and make that kind of money on that small a team. And the great thing about with this graph is I had a lady out of the Northeast yesterday, Daryl, and she always got to be careful about protecting identities, but she works for the government. And I said, well, what do you want? She goes, well, I'd love to be able to get out of my job and have my freedom back. I go, well, what kind of money are we talking about? What's that take to get you out of that job? She goes, about 70 grand a year. All I got to do is go to the chart and say, okay, well, let's see here. 70 grand a year. Well, 5 grand a month at 2-star. If you're really rocking it pretty good, that'd be 60 grand. We'll probably need to go to 3-star, right? That's going to give you a residual, ballpark of 30, 40 grand a year. But if we get 30 sales, that's 8,700 for the month. Right? We can go right to the chart, and now we know what to do. We just need 63 on the left and 63 on the right. That's only 126 people. Keep in mind, if you get 4, who get 4, who get 4, that's 84 people, right? We're not talking about running a 4-minute mile here. We're not benching 500 pounds, right? And we're doing something very, very simple. We had more people join the company yesterday in one day than that even represents. One day we had more people come in than that. So it's not that hard to do, but look at the kind of money that you can tap into. And, Danny, I know that you were in the middle of, giving your conversation when I put this chart up. We kind of went a slightly different direction, but some of your thoughts here.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You can simply share this chart and say, listen, I don't know what income you're looking or how much money you want you need to make to replace what you currently have. But what if we could replace your income and you have all the freedom in the world? What if we could replace your income that you have right now and you have all the freedom in the world? Would that be something you might be interested in? Well, who says no to that? You're going to give me the income that I earn right now that I like, that I live off, and I can have all of my freedom? Yes, look at this chart. Then you send the chart saying, which rank do you want to be in there? Well, this ambassador thing seems interesting. Well, let's work on that. Let's work together, right? Let's start today. Well, what do I have to do? And that's the thing that's really important. How people get started. Say, listen, number one, you need to tell the whole world, because before I mean, Daryl and Todd are messaging everybody. They might have them in their friends, right? You need to go tell the whole world. So day one, that's the thing that's powerful about a business too. There's no how can I say this? When you sign up with us, you're already in business. Like the minute you sign up, you could turn around and look at your neighbor and say, do you want this? And you're in business. So the minute someone joins with us and say, hey, listen, go, you're on your Facebook. Okay, are you making money with your Facebook right now? Is Facebook earning you anything? The answer is always no. So how many friends do you have on Facebook? I don't know, about 875. Okay, well, I guess in the next couple of days or this week, let's break down how you're going to reach out 875 of them. That's it? You have 875 friends? Well, 875 people this week need to know about the video that Daryl just did. All of them. Really? Like all of them? Like, do you think all of them? I said all. I didn't say some. I didn't say the one you think about. I don't say to pick the ones you like. I said all of them. Just like all you can eat. Every single one of them. Well, what if they don't like it? I don't care. It's not about if they like it, they don't like it. It's about you doing the work. And the work is all of them. Well, what do you think what is for? Be quiet. Put duct tape in your mouth. Send the freaking video to 875 of them. And every time someone says, this looks interesting, you put them on the phone with me. That's it. That's it. Okay, call me when someone says, I like. Call me when someone says, I have a question. Call me, and that's it. And just do that. Until you talk to 875 of them, you ain't serious. You're not in business. Why you wait? What are you waiting for? Well, I don't know. I don't want to bother people. Well, guess what? You're in the bothering business. You're in the bothering business. Right? You are in the bothering business. Do you think when we watch television and you see a commercial for Cadillac, I mean, does Cadillac ask a question? No. You know, do they say, hey, Daryl, do they say, am I bothering you guys?
Yeah, sorry we're running this commercial. Hope we're not bothering you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And it goes back to mindset too, Danny, because when I sent out that video from NBC, I don't view I'm bothering anybody. I'm informing you, right? This is NBC investigative reports letting you know you are getting ripped off. You probably did not know that. I'm providing a public service announcement. I have a different view. When I sent it to you, you probably didn't know this. I want you to know I'm actually delivering valuable content to you.
Exactly. But you might have been sleeping. I had to knock on your door. I had to send you that message, right? But nobody, right? When it could be Facebook, it could be Instagram, it could be the LA Rams. LA Rams putting a commercial on TV. We got who wants box tickets? Tickets go on sale now, preseason. They don't ask nobody's permission. They'll run as many ads as they can. Nobody asks permission. They bother people. Marketing is a bothering business. You got to get comfortable. You got to get uncomfortable to do this. You got to ask people. People talk to you all the time. People message you all the time. People post stories on Facebook all the time, right? They share their dinners, their cats, their dogs, their monkeys. Man, they're bothering me. Actually, every time I see the next time I see a friggin' dog or a cat on Facebook, look at my cat, meow. I'm going to say, listen, can you put something valuable for me, please? Right. I'm trying to make some money here. Please inform me something valuable. Why are you putting your cat on my Facebook? You know what? Unfollow. But before I unfollow, by the way, if you plan to travel next 24 months, you plan to make some more money. If your answer is no to those two questions, well, you know what? I'm going to follow you. I got room to make. I don't got 5,000 space left for friends on Facebook. I got time. I don't have time for people just showing pictures of cats. I'm in a money-making business.
Yeah. Well, Jay, you talk about talking about 875 people, right? And I know that some people are like, man, that's a lot of people. Well, if you wanted to do it in 1 month, a 1 month game plan, it is only 29 people per day. Gaines, you can do 29 people in less time than this training took. You could have done 30 people. You could already be, man, I got 30 people today. I'm doing 30 tomorrow. I'm doing 30 the next day. It does not take very much time. It only takes the get out of your own way,
discipline,
copy paste, the discipline, the consistency to do it again and again and again. back to our comp plan real quick. I want to share something real quick that you mentioned something, Danny, because Deborah Taylor had sent me the slides of a now bankrupt big travel company. We won't use their name, but they went bankrupt. Now they're trying to relaunch, right? And tell everybody how great they are. So she sent me their slide on their comp plan. And they lay it out. They tell you exactly how much you're going to earn. So you need 81 people to make $324 on the low side to $648 on the high side, right? Per month in that particular company. Again, you need 81 people to make that kind of money. So I just, let's go back to our slide here real quick. Okay. 81 people. Well, if I get 81 people, that would be like 40 on the left, 40 on the right. Well, obviously I'm over $2,000 a month over here, and I'm getting pretty close to 3-star. And if I got the $9.99 package, because they included their big pack there, right? I could be somewhere between $5,000 and $8,000 a month for what they are going to pay you $324 to $648. Deborah goes, wow, that's insane. How do you think I should reply? I said, I wrote this verbatim to Deborah Taylor. I'm going to apologize in advance for the cuss word. I go, if I were to meet someone with that program, I would be extremely complimentary. I'd say, man, you're all some badasses. I don't know how you do it. I mean, I would never make it over here. I can't afford the pay cut.
Yeah, Todd, with this compensation plan we had, if we'd had this type of comp plan back in the day, 27 years for you, 30 plus years for Ryan and I'd be a billionaire today if we had this comp plan when we first started 33 years ago.
Absolutely. Well, I see we got our buddy Ryan Vanderpool on here, Mr. 4-star, soon to be Mr. Ambassador. Welcome, Rhino.
Oh, you're right back, Blaine. I'm on a conference call.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Actually, Rhino, I actually have a question for you. I actually have a question for you, Ryan. Actually, for the top 7, 8-figure earners, right, on this, because I'm the young gun. I'm trying to get there. So Ryan, Daryl, and Todd after. So Ryan, let me ask you a question, because in our industry, I think a lot of people seem to think, right, because you guys build on relationships, right? You guys have a lot of contacts throughout the years. You know a lot of people. Now, with the plan that we have in place right now, do you need to create relationship before sending the video, or can you just send a video to someone without having a relationship?
Send it.
You're going to send it no matter what, because that'll create the relationship all day long. Like, I've got 4,500 names in my phone here. Like, half these people, I don't even know if I know them. They're in because of networks and stuff like that. I'm just sending. I'm sending in groups of 200, 200, 200, and back to. Now, some people don't have that many, but the fastest way for you to get in action is to go to your phone. You can, if you have an iPhone, you can go to the bottom and it'll tell you exactly how many people are in here. And you just need to start sending. Don't ask questions, just start sending. Someone's going to say, wow, travel. We were just thinking about taking a trip to Greece. What are you doing, Ryan? What is this? You just want to create conversation. So you send to anybody and everybody. It's never personal. Someone might say, hey, lose my number. Okay, great. That's one I don't have to worry about anymore. Next, right? Anybody else want to answer that question?
Yeah, I was going to say, by the way, when you're out there prospecting every day, you tend to get a lot of contacts in your phone.
Yeah, right. Look at that. 14,000.
60 contacts, right? By the way, like you, Ryan, I don't know a lot of these people, right? but hey, you know what? NBC, man, Lester Holt says.
Right? Exactly. By the way, this is now the greatest sheet I could ever have. I don't know, you can't see it.
Yeah, your background kind of hides it. Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, that's your comp sheet. Okay, yeah.
This is my building Bible at this moment. This is it right here. Like someone says, well, what kind of money can you make? Bam, here you go right now. Bam, here comes the email over. Let's review it. Let's talk about it.
Only takes this many people.
25 left, 25 right. And if you go out there and really go to work, you can make anywhere between 1,500 and 5,200 with 50 people on your team. Hello, anybody listening? Yeah, it's amazing. It's crazy.
Yeah. So that question was really important, because a lot of people that are watching us right now, a lot of people on the team, they hear the word relationship, because they say that it's a relationship business. You got to create something. But I didn't have a relationship with Daryl. Let's get something straight here. I didn't have a relationship. We didn't go golfing together. You know, we didn't go watch the new Batman movie. We didn't hang out. We didn't make money together. There was no relationship, right? It was just like, hey, we random online. Hey, let's go. Let's do it. That's it. Pick my interest. That's it. So a lot of people, you guys need to understand. Everyone that's watching us right now, stop. Like honestly, stop thinking you need to build a relationship to send out a NBC news video. Like, you don't need to. You can literally sit in front of a store and say, by the way, if you go in there, aisle number 8, there's free money on the ground. You don't need to know someone to let someone know there's a deal in aisle number 8. You know, you could be walking out of Costco and say, oh, by the way, there's only like 3 packs of toilet paper left. You better get yours. You don't need to know them to let them know there's 3 packs of toilet paper in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could just be a good person, a good Samaritan. I know Todd loves that word. You could be a good Samaritan and be like, hey, listen, I'm just doing God's work right now. I just want to bless you with money and freedom. I just want to bless you with money and freedom.
Can I wrap this? Can I wrap this right back around for a minute here?
Sure.
We've gone full circle here because it's the action that creates the success. But if we go back to where Daryl was and what Daryl was talking about, and you gotta put it out there. You gotta manifest it in your mind. So it's one thing to manifest it, but after that, you've got to create massive action. If you can do those two things, you're not only going to be successful in this industry, you'll be successful in life. You'll be successful in everything. You got to manifest it, and then you got to go put the time, the work, and the effort in. And the last thing I'll say, and then you guys are doing a phenomenal job. I'm just here writing notes everywhere and then getting excited when you're talking about my Rams, buddy. Champions, Super Bowl champions, bro. And then he's talking about Cadillac, my company, GM, right? And you know what? They put those commercials out. GM's running commercials today, you guys, and then we'll get back to Daryl real fast. GM's running commercials right now for vehicles. One of them hasn't even come out to be sold, and they've been running commercials for 2.5 years. That's the Hummer, GMC's new Hummer. 2.5 years commercials, it's not even out. Cadillac has a new electric vehicle coming out. They've been running commercials for 2 years, still not out. Do you think that they understand the drip campaign? Just because I don't have it out doesn't mean that you're not going to want it. And by the time it comes out and you really see it, touch it, get inside, get under the ether and smell the leather, you're going to already want it. You've already made the decision. We're doing the same thing here, you guys. It's the same dang thing. We're just not a $100 billion company. But if you, Todd, what's the old saying about, oh gosh, dang it. It's so good. I'll remember it here in a minute. But when, success has clues. Success leaves clues everywhere. You just got to look at the clues, pick the clues up, pick up the pearls of wisdom, put them in your little bag here, put them in your satchel, and use them. Don't put them off to the side, use them. Sorry, guys.
No, it's great. And by the way, to go full circle, but could you let Cadillac know that it's the 4th of July weekend? I'd rather not be bothered this weekend, right? and going back to what Danny said, to go full circle, what if Daryl and Maria had said, we don't really know Danny that well. We shouldn't bother him. We'd stop bothering him. What if they never would have told Danny? I mean, so Danny, you did the hypothetical. What if you would have said yes? What if Daryl and Maria would have done what a lot of you're all doing and just prejudge? Well, Danny, he's a Canadian. I mean, or he was in one of those things.
Wait, Todd. I'm a Black Canadian. Remember that? That's different. That's different. You know what I mean? I'm a Black Canadian, man.
See, I told you, Daryl. I told Daryl about that joke yesterday.
I'm on the inside of that one, Danny, right now. That's why I'm laughing.
Anyway, guys, happy 4th of July weekend. But man, you know what? Go out there and just start texting. If you want help writing the text, send it to me. Let's get NBC in that text, get the brand new video. Get it out to how many people can you get it out to, right? Just start texting it. Divorce yourself from the results, marry yourself to the process, right? And if you just share it long enough, you will find good people. And for a lot of you, man, I haven't found any good people because you haven't talked to enough people. Unfortunately, that's one of the secrets to our business. You have to talk to lots of people, right? I've always wanted somebody to say, Todd, tell me how'd you do it? Very simple. I talked to a few thousand people. I mean, so just talk to lots of people. There's countless Ryans out there, countless Dannys out there, countless Gerald Marias out there. There's countless Deborah Taylors out there. There's countless Tanya Evans out there, and Reverend Judy Cunningham and Thomas Flowers. Happy birthday in Cartagena. Countless Thomas Flowers out there. Countless, Kayla Youngs out there, countless Mahmoudas and Samanthas and everybody else in between, right? There's no lack of that. There's countless Dr. Phyllis. Now there's only one of her. Countless Dr. Phyllis Terry's out there, right? And she one of a kind. Anyway, so all kinds of people out there. Some of them woke up this morning and said, Lord, could use a little help down here. Yeah. You're looking for the ones that are looking. And Daryl, I give you the final word.
Well, I was thinking about what Danny was talking about when the lady was asking him, hey, this is the problem with my car, etc. I was just looking at listening to Anthony Robbins 2 days ago, and I wrote this down. Discipline weighs ounces and regret weighs tons. Most things that are going to give you the greatest rewards, we require discomfort initially. So I'll leave you guys with that here today.
By the way, it looks like we have our CEO and founder, Mr. David Hart here.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
You're back in the country.
Yeah, look at him. He's in his kitchen. I love it.
I've been listening in the background the whole time, taking notes. And
welcome home.
Wow, it's good to be home. You guys did a phenomenal job, all of you. What a great training today. And again, I'll murmur this every single time. When you are here live and you put this on your calendar, and you take time out of your day to focus and learn how to become better at marketing and building your business from experts that are making money, you are in fact putting yourself in a position to win. And the next step that you can do beyond that is to make sure that you get your team on these trainings and you do it live. You put it on your calendar. You make it an exercise, you make it a commitment, and you're there live learning how to become better. So you guys do such a phenomenal job with the trainings on Saturdays. I love sitting in the background here. Adela's over at the other side of the table. She's taken in about 20-30 minutes out of it, but I've been here almost the entire time listening to you guys train. And for the people that are on the call listening to this training event, you guys are in the process of self-improvement and learning how to be successful in your business, building a network so that you can go out and residual-based income. Todd, I'm going to actually show one quick slide, if I could.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if you were officially launched the promo for July. I was going to ask you about that.
No, I mean, it's in the back office. It's a great promo. I thought I know you had mentioned that you were going to go through it. I'm not sure if you did it or not. But I
mentioned that it did not cover the details.
So we'll do that here real quick. I wanted to just put up on the screen. We've been working for the last few weeks while I was in Cabo with bringing in another variable feed into our platform, and it'll work somewhat the same way on the getaways, but a little bit differently in terms of pricing. In this example that you see, Bookings has this resort in Orlando, Florida, and they have it. It's interesting. I just see that I took a snapshot of the wrong one. They show a 2-bedroom suite and almost $900 bonus savings on the 2-bedroom suite for $1,042 is what your price you will pay. We actually have 3-bedroom suites at this particular resort, and after points applied, your platinum rate will be $172.
Wow.
For a 3-bedroom suite.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So talk about, having, your family, extended family come down and do that. And the great thing is that we're going to be thousands and thousands of more weeks each month with this new variable fee. And So while this is not a $7 a week stay, literally off the retail price, it's 7,000, no, not 7,000, it's a few $1,000s off the retail rate. I'm actually showing the wrong retail rate here, so I apologize with that on the left side because it's a 2-bedroom. But just tremendous value with the new variable fee. If you're somebody that likes to go to Cabo, we have hundreds of weeks in Cabo. I was looking at that as well, and Cancun is on there. In fact, they're all over the world, so it's just going to enhance that ability for people to travel and even use more travel points. So, which does what? Create stories. When people become product of the product, they want to tell other people about it, and it enhances the conviction of the individual upline and downline, and it makes it that much easier to sell the business. So, and really, we're not selling. We use the word sell, but it's just sharing, right? So,
Dave, that picture of that place was amazing. I mean, the 3-bedroom, I mean, that place looked absolutely incredible. 3 bedrooms for an entire week for $172. I mean,
yeah, at Orlando, Florida. So you go, Disney World. So it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, I mean, how many families out there want that information?
Yeah, I'd like to test that out for the company just to make sure the bed's okay. And
exactly. Yeah, I'll make sure there's no peas under the bed, right? I'll make sure that mattress is just right.
And everybody. I mean, so, and that's not cherry picked. I mean, there are hundreds of resorts that are going to be added with thousands of weeks to the platform. And there's nobody on the planet in the travel space that's doing what we do. Nobody. You guys did a great job covering the compensation plan and the numbers that it takes to get into the money. And so it just allows everybody to win at every level, whether they're a consumer or they're someone looking to create enough income to pay for their travel expenses through the year, or if there's somebody that, like you guys, that wants to create a professional income and have the ability to have control of time and money. So it's all here at Travorium. And I'm more excited about what you guys train on a weekly basis and how you impact people's lives in a positive way to teach them how to properly communicate when they show the opportunity, and streamlining that. One of my mentors said that, hey, when you open up your mouth, you tell everybody who you are by the way you communicate. And so it should be a goal of all of ours, including mine and the 4 other gentlemen on this call, is to constantly and continually improve on our communication and our ability to be able to share this opportunity. We all have to start somewhere, but we don't have to stay in that place in terms of sharing the opportunity. And I'm like you guys, I'm learning all the time, and very excited about where we sit in Travorium today. I was before I got on the plane, I was on the phone with Todd yesterday at the airport in Cabo, and I was telling him that, I want to double and triple this company in the next couple of years. I'm not satisfied where we're sitting because our job's not done. There's more people that we need to impact in a positive way through the opportunity and through the ability to travel with pennies on the dollar. So know that you're in a great place. Know that you're in a company that is not sitting idle. Know that you're in a company that is solid and financially has the wherewithal to go to the next level, and we're in the process of doing that.
Awesome.
Amen. Amen. By the way, Mr. Hart, I kind of was kind of leaking a little bit about why people might want to be in New Orleans. As far as sometimes we run promos and things like that down there during the event, I kind of put that out there that, it's some of you gonna be crying in your Wheaties on Sunday if you're not there on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to run a special promotion and bonus for the partners that are there in New Orleans. So they're going to participate and have the ability to really double up on some income. I'll just leave it that way. So for all the people that show up.
Absolutely incredible. So again, that's just, by the way, guys, that's 22 days, excuse me, to take a second, 21 days away. That's 3 weeks from today. 3 weeks from today, we're going to be there in New Orleans. There's new tools the company's working on. There's new videos the company's working on. new trainings the company's working on. We got this new feed coming out. We got the NBC video clip. We got people rank advancing, people traveling. Again, I know we got Thomas Flowers in Cartagena. We got Danny on the way to Bangkok. We got, I did that Zoom for Dr. Phyllis Terry the other day because Regina, Get Better Regina, she had, her tonsils, a little thing, tonsils taken out. Anyway, but we're on there. It's about how many of you are going to be traveling. I was absolutely blown away that, there must have been 15, 20 different people. They're not just taking one trip. They're taking 2, 3 trips. We're going to Dubai. We're going to Venice. We're going to Cancun. We're going to see in New Orleans. Multiple people, multiple trips. We got a company full of people that are making their dreams come true. And understand, guys, in this industry of networking, a lot of people refer to selling the dream. Okay. You want to sell, the residual income. That's the dream. Living like Daryl and Maria, that's the dream. Living like Danny, that's the dream. But understand that for countless people, millions of people, our product is a dream. Going to Dubai is a dream. That 3-bedroom right there in Orlando that Mr. David Hart just showed for $172 to take my family. And we have a 3-bedroom place, guys. And we're right outside of Disney World. That's a dream. The kids will walk in like, man, we've never been in a room like this before. And for mom and dad, it's only 172. That's a dream. And so, again, our product is a dream. So absolutely incredible. Happy 4th of July. Any final thoughts, Daryl?
No, I'm just excited. Dave, thank you for putting this company together and going through the ups and downs. If you guys don't know the story of Dave and Adela and what they had to go through to get here, it's going to be a best-selling book at some point in time. So we just thank you for what you do and keep lifting us all up and giving us great opportunity and products and services to keep enhancing our business. So I'm just excited more than I've ever been in life with the company. I've looked for 33 plus years to find a company like this. This 5 years we've been here, I've never, the longest stint I've ever been with the company. And it's not because we were jumping and going somewhere else. It's because the company didn't do what they were supposed to, or they went out of business. So again, those of you that are first time here, you are lucky. Go to work, roll up your sleeves, get excited, and do whatever you have to do to make this happen. And we'll be here to support.
Ryan, any final thoughts?
Timing is everything. And the ironic thing is it was what Dave talked about when you open your mouth, right? Every time you come to an event like this, and this is an event, New Orleans is an event, this is an event. Every time you get to an event like this, you're going to learn something, especially if you got your ears open and your pen are writing. So another great day today. I'm just honored to be on this call with you guys and to be able to share some of my thoughts. So David, thank you and Adela for the opportunity. And we're going to do everything we can to help push this thing to the top for sure. This great company.
Danny, final thoughts before you head to Bangkok?
Man, I'm hearing music in the background. There's a party going on. I'm like, this reminds me of Cancun, right? I could hear the same songs we heard when we were at the Grand Palladium. I'm like, oh, okay. Man, there's nothing more fun, this is just amazing. It's an amazing journey. Thank you, David, for making sure we get our money every single Friday, no matter where we are in the world, right? It doesn't matter where. I get that email every single Friday, cha-ching, 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 and that's powerful. That's just amazing. So solid company. I'm happy. Daryl, I sent Maria a message. If you can send me that raw video, because I need to outdo what Todd is doing. 200 a day, man, that's nothing. I'm gonna try to do 400 a day. I am happy where I am. I got to say this. I'm happy. The business is going for me and everything. But this time around, right, you just said something important. You said the timing, right? Well, my timing 3-4 years ago, it wasn't the same thing as it right now. So with everything that David had added to this business and the knowledge that I was able to acquire from him, from Daryl, from Todd, I'm a different beast today. So right now, I'm going to go another level. And I'm happy to be here.
But now you guys know why Danny's always smiling so big on Saturday morning, because he got paid on Friday, right? You're like, where is Danny? He's like, you know what? I just got paid. Yeah, I'll stay the entire month. And by the way, we talked about the founding of our country. We talked about the sacrifice of those 56 individuals who signed the Declaration of Independence, what they were risking, right? The law of sacrifice. Well, David and Adela did that with this company. They have their own story. As Dave mentioned, if you heard the story, it's a book. Dave, literally with his two twins being born and Adele in the hospital and medical issues and all kinds of things, against all the odds, against everything that could have gone wrong. He kept plowing forward. He kept believing. He kept dreaming of building a company like this where it brings value to consumers. You can travel for less here than you can anywhere else. See, that's not the typical case in a lot of networking companies. They say, well, we got a great product, and I know it's really expensive, but let me tell you why it's worth it, right? No, that's not what we say. We say we have the same product for a lot less money. Even NBC now says that, right? And then secondarily, we have a comp plan, no barbed wire, that's paying more people on less, paying you more money on less people than any company in history. And our goal is to make sure that every single one of you go out and get one of these bad boys right here. So with that, thank you, Mr. David Hart. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Enjoy the weekend, but make sure you text. Eat your hot dog while you're texting, all right? With that, we'll see you. No call tomorrow night because of Sunday night, 4th of July. We're not going to do the fireside chat tomorrow night. No call on Monday, corporate update call, but we will be back on Tuesday, and we will be working all weekend long. So don't be like, well, you know, it's the 4th. No, I'm working all week long. Blow up my phone. All right. With that, have a great day. Bye, guys.
Bye.